Oh, Harbor Freight wood chipper action. Yep, we just picked this thing up. Okay, my dad picked it up. No, we picked it up. And nobody wants to lug that thing around. It is really awkward. Just the center of gravity and then the balance and, just we got acres. We got acres. We don't want to lug that thing around. I don't want to watch him lugging that thing around. Just the stuff sticks in it. So, yeah, that Ranger there, we're gonna make a hitch receiver, some kind of a thing that attaches to both the things, so we can drag that thing around. Just using some tubing here. I think that was like 1.25 inch. Whatever goes into there. This is not going to be like a direct how-to so much as this could be done, and this is how I did it. Hey, look, it's early, and I gotta get this video out the door because it's time. YouTube told me, like, if I don't start posting another video soon, we're not gonna give you any money. So my back's against the wall, you know what I mean? Coffee. So here I am doing some notching and cutting away. Oh, look at it. Foot pedal to the portable bandsaw. I should do a video on this. I have videos where I'm using this, but I don't think I've done a video of that. But there's plenty of them. But yeah, that thing comes in wicked handy. So, yeah, what is this about again? Oh yeah. So here I am doing dangerous stuff with an angle grinder. You know what? Look, I can paint a self-portrait with an angle grinder, so get off me, okay? Yeah, I'm a little bit too comfortable, and I'm kind of cocky, I guess. Are you allowed to say that anymore? Look, I'm not telling you how to use your angle grinder, okay? So just relax. Yeah, my table here, I made that thing also, obviously. I needed a larger surface area to do some belt grinding style action. Made that for my pop. Kind of like how I'm making this hitch deal for my pop. My father. Mi padre. And, we're going to have a 2x72 belt grinder eventually. But in the meantime, this works pretty good. Right up to this point. Yeah, I got stuck. My clearances were way too tight. So I ended up taking it off, cutting it away, and now it flows just fine. That belt is like 36 grit. It just eats away metal. And it works pretty good. I think that's like what was that, 4x36 belt sander or something like that. Got some metal grit bits. Yeah, or bits. I'm looking at bits now. Belts. But now we're looking at bits. And I grabbed the bit. And now we're going to use the bit. Man, talk about impromptu. This is terrible. Why does anybody listen to me? So this is like kind of like the knuckle joint. It needs to be able to like pivot. That way, when I'm dragging this poor little chipper around behind the Ranger at 30 miles an hour, it doesn't just go toppling over and get all twisted up and mangled. But oh yeah, there you go. Now you got the idea. Yeah, pretty clever, right? I thought it was clever. Man. I've been sitting on this footage for I don't know how long. Look at that, all binding up. Like, yeah, you thought you were pretty clever. Yeah, clever this. Clever this. You can just eat away some of that action on this 36 grit grinding belt. I'll make it work. A biggity bam, I believe is what they say. Yeah, exactly. There's some high precision center marking tool right here. It's called a Sharpie. Get them. Get lots of them. And a little punchy centering for keep the drill bit from walking around. And there you go. Yeah. Yeah, we're not shooting people into space here. It needs to be close, and close is good enough in this case. Right, time to get clever. You know, I mean, there's so much of this stuff that you can just go buy somewhere, I'm pretty sure. You could probably order it on Amazon all day long. And that's no fun. And then I wouldn't have any content. And then I wouldn't, like, make $100 on YouTube every 2 months. Are you, did I just break the rules? Did I just break, you know, Lord YouTube rules? You can't talk about how much you make on YouTube. The first rule of YouTube is don't talk about YouTube. Anyways, that little thing that you just saw right there, that little table plate, just a couple of scrap pieces of angle iron, welded to a plate, and I use that for my centering jig for, you know, like round stock and pipe and junk. Right here, I know what's in each of these drawers, but I wanted to go through a couple of them just so you could be wowed by my collection of remnant bearings, oversized bearings. I do have plans for those, and everything sounds good right up until it means it's time to do things, and yeah, well, I guess that's why it takes me so long to do a video. So check it out. Yeah, there it is. There's my pins. Pretty clever, right? And then my little no cotter pin, no problem. I got these springs. Them suckers ain't coming out. You twist them in clockwise to snap them in. Twist them in, twist them out. Twist them in, twist them out. Clockwise, both ways, to take them in and out. Works great. Now this right here. Yeah, I'm gonna have to modify that handle. I think this is the best part about Harbor Freight tools, especially. You know, the barrier to entrance, it's reasonably low, even nowadays. I hope that's relevant years from now when people are still thanking me for doing this video. I'm assuming that people are going to be thanking me, but anyway. That's the barrier to entrance is reasonably low, and you shouldn't be afraid to just, you know, cut your tools apart and try something different. It's just, what's the big deal? I mean, if you screw it up, metal is the best to work with. I'm starting to gravitate a little bit more towards, you know, doing fabrication, because the barrier to entrance is, wait a minute, I'm two different trains of thought here. Look, you can always add on metal when you screw up. And I screwed up right there. See, I cut that handle in half.
Good idea, but I think we're gonna mar up this handle and the paint, so screw it.
Yeah, thanks for that. Yeah, so I screwed up right there, obviously. And I was gonna, you know, this thing is gonna be clanging around, and I was gonna use like that rubber as a buffer between the little mounting portion that goes onto that. You see how it's sleeved on there now? And I gotta weld that handle back together. I was gonna use like that buffer so that it wouldn't be so ratty McRattleton. But you know what? With that motor running on it, it's so loud anyways. I don't know. You could probably wrap it in duct tape, it'll fit just fine. I mean, it was a good idea. Okay, it was a good idea. But not good enough that it worked. Listening to people's mouth noises when they're eating and drinking is the worst. Anyway, look, it's early. I gotta have my coffee and I gotta get this video out the door, alright? What do you want from me? There we go. There we go. We're just about in business. We're about to see my plans realized. You see that? I'm telling you. And the way, even with that handle could have been a foot taller. It would have still been awkward. And we're out the door on our maiden voyage. I should have smashed a bottle of liquor against that thing before we drove out the door. But yeah, I mean, as long as you're not, you know, as long as you don't take this thing down the open highway, it's probably going to be fine. And it's wicked way easier than pulling it around. Yeah, he's real proud of himself. Calm down. You stuck a pipe on the end of a freaking Ranger. Yeah, but you know what? My pappy is happy, and that's a little bit more important to me than making some, you know, high precision fix here. It gets the job done, and now he doesn't have to bust his hump as hard as he did before. So, Yeah, maybe get some ideas of your own. Grande gracias for watching.